Hi, my name is Claddy, and today I want to share with you this new skincare lash complexions routine that I have been testing out because this winter, right now it's winter in Perth, Western Australia, and I suffer from the most severe dryness of my life. And to add insult to the injury, knowing that I am an oily skin kind of girl, it's so painful just to look at the peeling of my skin. Like my skin is so dry, you can see all of the white flecks all over my nose. I feel like I'm in a zone that I don't know what to do with my skin. I try to apply a lot of the moisturizer throughout the day. I try to hydrate it as much as I can, but I think because of the inherent skin conditions of mine plus the weather, maybe somehow this winter is the coldest so far compared to other years that I've been living in Perth. I kind of don't know what to do with my skin, and the best that I could do is just lather as much glue as I can on my skin just to keep the hydration going. But I still want to wear some makeup. I think the trickiest part is to incorporate your skincare with the makeup. Most of the time, if you have a lot of skincare on, your makeup will look good because a lot of ingredients, a lot of textures, they are mushed together, and it's more likely that they don't work together. So I think that's quite difficult to manage with skincare and makeup aspect of your daily routine. But this is my very first attempt to try to have a hydrating natural skin finished afterward. So the skincare routine has been really reliable. They are very thick, very nourishing, very supple, and the makeup products that I have here, they are quite new to my collections. I bought them recently, so I just try to figure out what if I can make them work together, and I think it will be interesting to see how much I can do with these products. So let's just start with some skincare. First thing I'm going to use the lotion from the brand Round Lab 1025. This is a thick, nourishing, it's a milky toner, but I think it's far too thick to be called a toner. It's more like a lotion, or maybe like a runny gel cream like this, but it's definitely very gluey, very glue-like in terms of texture. It doesn't smell like anything, but it's such a good first step for my skincare routine because it's like a primer for every other skincare product to go on top. And it's quite sticky as well, but not in a bad way. I think it's just thick, and it's not gel-like, so it's definitely have that creepiness for the texture that it is. Next will be some serum. This is the Merit Great Skin Instant Glow Serum. It's a bi-phase kind of a serum, so you have I think a hydro base and oil phase in this product. And the thing I like about it is that it has this oiliness to it that's really, really hydrating, but you don't feel like that it's gonna vaporize because half of this is water, but half of this is oil, so you can guarantee that the oil in the product will stay a bit longer on your skin, and it's very dewy. Like I wouldn't wear it alone during summertime because it could be too breezy, but I definitely need a texture like this during winter time. My next step is a thick cream moisturizer. Usually my favorite texture is just like a gel, like very liquidy, lightweight moisturizer. But I noticed that those are not enough for this winter time. So I've been using this Huxley Secret of Sahara Cream Glow Awakening. It's definitely a very thick, like it feels like a balm, almost like a balm, but it's quite easy to blend on the skin. I would say that, so you can tell it's almost Vaseline-y, balmy, but somehow it's still quite lightweight for the texture that comes with the look. I feel like it's decently easy to blend, and the hydrations, it is so great. The weather today is very gloomy and cloudy with a lot of rain, but I think it's always a safe way for you to wear sunscreen every day, because this is the Kose Suncut Tone Up UV Essence. It has SPF 50 in it, and it has a purple tint like this to color correct your dullness. I really like the texture of this sunscreen. It's like every other Asian sunscreen. It's so lightweight and it doesn't have a strong scent. Something I think it bugs me a little bit with like Australians or other sunscreens from the US is that they have a strong scent. Like, I don't know why you have to formulate your sunscreen in such horribly heavily fragrance way like that. It just, the scent, that's a bit too much for me. But I think from both the Western world and the Asian world, there are so many good sunscreens that you can choose from. So it's not about the actual product or the formulations or the texture, it's just the smell. Something I adore about this, like I said, it smells very pleasant. It's not strong at all. Like, you know, with a thin formula like this, you blend it out to your entire face, and then you know that the scent won't linger any further than that, which is a plus to me. There is a lot of redness on my skin at the moment because honestly I do have a lot of redness around my nose to be weird, plus the dryness. My skin feels a little bit more itchy, so I tend to rough my face very often. So I bought this skin tint from Fenty. So this is the Eaze Drop Blur and Smooth Tint Stick. I think it's a tinted moisturizer, tinted foundations, like a skin tint, if you want to say it that way, in a stick. When I heard that it's blurred and smooth, I think of something that a bit more natural, a bit mattifying. But I think I've tried it for a couple of times already, and it does feel like it's quite hydrating. Also because of the fact that it's a skin tint, so I think most of the time when we think of skin tint, I know that there's some mattifying or semi-matte natural skin tints out there, but I don't know, at the back of my mind when I heard that it's a skin tint, I think of a hydrating dewy finish. So maybe we can test it out today, because today I'm having a very dewy skincare routine going on. So hopefully we can see with this skin tint whether it's actually dewy or it has that blur and smooth finish. I picked up the shade number 5. It said it's a light medium with a yellow undertone, a warm yellow undertone. I think so far the shade match is pretty good. It definitely a bit more warm than I'd expect. You can tell it definitely has a lot of golden yellow pigment in it, as opposed to my skin, which is a little bit more neutral than that. But I don't think that it is a major clash between my actual skin and the shade, because it's a light coverage product, so you can easily blend the product into your skin, and because it's not too far off, I think it's not really detectable at all in terms of that mismatch of undertone. It has done a decent job at covering the redness around my cheek and around my nose. I would definitely add a little bit more, but as of right now, with only a little bit of product drawn on my face, I feel like the coverage is really decent. You can tell that it doesn't look like I'm wearing any foundations at all. But I think my skin is breaking out a little bit because of the constant rubbing, but also because of the weather. I'm not sure, like my skin feels itchy in the way that it is suffering from an allergy. So potentially there's a real allergies going on and my skin is freaking out because of it. Yeah, right now I'm adding more coverage around my nose. For the longest time, this is the first actual light coverage lash skin tint product that I purchased, and Fenty is high-end brand. I did got this product on sales, which is good, but I think this is like a huge investment for me. I think a couple of videos ago I said that, oh, I kind of want to explore the world of skin tint because I think that idea is quite great. I never actually want to wear like a full foundation with a skin tint to give myself a little bit of coverage like this, just to tone down the redness, also to even my skin tone a little bit. I said that I was all for it, and I think I haven't heard so many things about this tint stick because it is an older product, but it skin tint is a stick. So I was like, it's such a unique idea, and I know that if it's good, it is way easier to use compared to any, liquid skin tint in the bottle. In the past, I tried a sunscreen stick from Cancer Council. It's like a tinted sun stick. It has medium coverage, but I really like the product on my skin. The finish is amazing because it's so lightweight, and in the way that it doesn't provide any coverage, it leaves a gorgeous, natural, healthy tint on my skin. I think along the same way, this is the same product. I would want to film a video comparing the two products. That is my plan at the moment, and so far I think it looks really good. During that sales, I also bought this concealer. This is LYS Triple Fix Full Coverage Brightening Concealer. I have the shade NN3. I have tried the LYS Triple Fix powder, like it's the powder in a triangular compact, and I love that powder. It's so blurry. So I've been eyeing this concealer for a while. Then when I saw this on sale, obviously I feel like I need to get it. I'm not sure if I need a new concealer right now, but I kind of want like a full complexion routine at the moment. So this is quite affordable compared to other concealer at Sephora, and I have heard so many good things about this, so I treated myself a little bit with the Fenty skin tint and also the concealer. And so far I feel like this is a nice concealer. It's not like surprisingly good or anything. I think it's lightweight, you know. It provides a medium coverage, which is exactly what I like. I don't like a full coverage, but mattifying concealer that could look very heavy on the skin. This one is lightweight and breathable enough for the amount of coverage that it provides. So I think that is such a good sign that this is a very good concealer for me. Like, this is the exact amount of coverage that I need, and I think it's so easy to blend as well. However, I feel like this concealer reminds me so much of my Dior Flash Perfector concealer because it has this semi-matte finish. It dries down, so you need to work with it quite quickly. That aspect alone reminds me so much of that Dior concealer, and I think this concealer is just a little bit more dewy than that Dior concealer. So I'm not sure if I prefer this finish than that of the Dior one, but I think end of last year I fell in love with that Dior concealer because I genuinely enjoy the natural finish that it gives without being cakey. Like, it's thin, it's lightweight enough, but the finish is like mad natural. This one is definitely a bit dewy, but around this time, because it's winter time, maybe I need this kind of like hydrating looking from a concealer. I don't know, but if I have to say, this one is definitely a dupe for that Dior concealer, and to be fair, it's a lot cheaper than the Dior one. And this is also a new addition to my collections. This is from Essence, very affordable mattifying compact powder. I think I got it for like $5.50 or something. Very affordable. I wanted to do a full face of Essence video, and I picked Essence as a brand to start with because I think this brand in Australia is affordable enough for me, and I think throughout the years I have accumulated enough product from this brand to make a full face of Essence video. The only missing is a powder, so I pick up this powder, and I couldn't control myself, so I pick up a lip gloss and a lip liner. Yep, so they are right here. This is the Essence 8 Hour Matte Comfort Lip Liner in the shade, what is the name of the shade? Chestnut Perfections, and an Extreme Shine Volume Lip Gloss. These two are so affordable. I think this one is like $3.50 and this one is $4. So I clearly had no self-control at all. Like, initially I thought I could just get the powder for the purpose of the video, but I don't know. That's what I felt like that day, and I bought a lip gloss and a lip liner because I have nothing to defend myself. So I'm gonna use a little bit of powder under my eyes and around my mouth. I kind of like the color of this powder. They have maybe like 3 more shades in store, but I pick the shade 10 light beige because it's not too yellow and it's not too white. So I think with a little bit of neutrally beige undertone, it can be the perfect everyday powder for me during this winter. It says it's a mattifying compact powder. So I'm not sure whether it's real mattifying or by the look of it, I feel like it looks a bit glowy, but definitely now I'm using it, doesn't look glowy at all, but it's not drying, which is good. And I'm using a very light hand with it, so hopefully it won't turn too cakey. So I added a little bit of bronzer. This is Merit Bronze Balm. I really like the balmy, the really nourishing finish of this bronzer, and I think the powder, it took away a little bit of that dewiness, shininess. Also, the hydrations that I apply to my skin area. So I really like the way that this balmy bronzer adds the back to my skin. I used this eyebrow pencil from Flortte. I think I have the shade black brown or something, or gray brown. This is my new favorite. I use it as a lip liner today. This is Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in the shade Versatile Chestnut, which is a neutral, slightly warm brown. Really nice. It's a lip liner on my skin, and this is Lanolips 101 Ointment in the flavor Glazed Donut. It smells really good, but it's a bit sweet, and I'm not sure if we should endorse the idea of food scented lip products, because when we apply them to our lips, it's very enticing for us to just like swallow it because of the sweetie flavor. And just the scent, like it smells so good to not be in out of a lip. I don't know, a lot of people love it, but I think I'm withdrawing myself from food scented lip products like this. Anyway, I think this is a good try for me. Like, I don't say that this is my go-to winter complexion routine. Today, I think I'm trying out a bunch of products, or rather a bunch of new combinations, and I think it looks quite okay. If I could do it differently, I would definitely fix this area around my nose. I think because I apply a little too much of the skin tint stick, so it does look a bit heavy, but sometimes I couldn't change it because no matter how much product I apply around this area, it will look the same because the texture is so bizarre. I have a lot of redness and a lot of texture around this area, so it's always gonna be exaggerated whether you have any product on top of it or not. But other than that, I think the rest of my skin looks really nice. Doesn't look like I'm wearing any foundations at all, which is a good thing. So I think it's a real statement that this tint stick is very undetectable and it looks really nice. Yeah, so that's it. That's everything I want to do, and I want to test out with this new complexion routine. I hope you enjoy this video. Once again, I'm Claudia, and hopefully we see each other again. Bye.